Hey everybody, Mint here, coming with ya with a Borderlands 3 video. We got a Deathless Moze build here. This build is absolutely insane. It stomps the crap out of everything. I've been looking for a new Moze build for a while, couldn't find one on the internet, didn't see any Deathless ones, and with the new patch that just came in with Mayhem 10 about 2 days ago, and all the new changes with Moze and everything, like, it just took the build through the roof. Like the lifesteal that we got and stuff like that, and a couple other things, like it made this build work in wondrous ways. And now I just feel like an indestructible god in it. So give you a quick rundown here of what we got, and then we'll show you a little bit of damage. Right now, just so you guys know, we are on true takedown, or we're on Mayhem level 10. We're in the cartel area. We got Holy Crit, Laser Flare, Acid Rain, and Galaxy Brain on. Just so you guys know. Go over to our gear, show you our gear quickly. Now we got 2 Sandhawks here, not the best anointments. We were aiming for the less than 50% health, get 150% bonus radiation damage, or getting the 300% weapon damage with the while enemies are above 90% health, because that hits like a truck on anything with shields or armor or anything like that. We also have a yellow cake here with one of our best anointments, as you can see there. While under 50% health, deal 150% bonus radiation damage. And an OPQ with another one of our best anointments there. Gain 300% increased weapon damage while against enemies above 90% health. Even when you're not against enemies above 90% health, this build will absolutely destroy things with an OPQ or a Sandhawk. Like, you'll see the Sandhawk damage, and it's just disgusting. Like, if you got a Sandhawk that actually had an anointment that was like really useful, like we barely use on action skill end, don't get me wrong, we use it when we jump out of Iron Bear for a very short amount of time and everything, and we have unlimited ammo, but that's it. Like, barely ever use it, not that important for us. We will be replacing that later, and it will do a crazy amount more damage, but you will see that it does stupid amounts already, like just broken stupid amounts. So we get back into the build here. We capped up our green tree, and then we're rocking nothing in the blue tree, and then got a bunch of investment into the red tree here. So let's go over this build here for you guys. Now, we pretty much took every single damaging option available in this here tree, except for this skill and this skill. We wanted the increased magazine size because we're a baller, and you know, we just want unlimited ammo forever, and this lifesteal here is absolutely insane. You guys will see it in a second, and because of this stupid amount of damage we do, it is just crazy at filling the shield back up. Like, our shield can flash back up when it's at like 70 or even 100k. And our shield right now can go up to 100k thanks to all these abilities over here with our Flax Doctorine, giving us 18% max per stack, and stacks lasting for up to 30 seconds there. And then on top of that, getting more fire rate is going down, but our gun damage is going up like crazy, and we can have 3 stacks of this that last 15 seconds all the time too. Like, the damage is just rolling in from everywhere here. So we'll go over the skills quickly. We got 5 out of 5 here for the Iron Bear shots. That gives us more ammo because we consume less ammo, and bonus incendiary damage 11.25%, really handy. We're getting another bonus 30% incendiary damage here, also really handy. Here you're getting ammo regeneration, 5% of magazine, up to 2.5% of missing health per second. This gives you more the lower health, the more powerful the regeneration, so we're getting max regeneration all the time whenever we hit anybody with this. It's awesome. Over here we got 5 out of 5 here for the increased weapon damage while we're moving. When we move, we will do crazy amounts of damage. You want to heal, you want to move, so we'll be moving all the time because of this, and we're getting our lifesteal whenever we are moving. So Moze can sprint and shoot at the same time. While sprinting, Moze weapons gains lifesteal. So, you know, you sprint, lifesteal. It's awesome. It's awesome. You'll see it in a second. Right here we got fire rate and critical hit damage. That's going to help us out a ton, considering we have so much ammo and we need to fire it as fast as possible so we can have a chance of reloading. Over here, just magazine size. Here we get more gun damage, so that's actually I found out that it's really helpful because, like, on bosses or anything like that, you will end up holding down the trigger long enough to run out of ammo, and you'll have a longer period of time where you're down at the bottom of the clip and you're getting that increased amount of damage. And on anything that's going to die right away, it's going to die right away. So, you know, anything that this isn't really going to be used on, or you're not using a full clip of ammo on, or starting to run low on ammo on, you know, you're not going to be using this on. And on top of that, you can actually use this. With this skill, you can just run your magazine pretty much dry, and then you won't be reloading anymore. And once your magazine's pretty much dry, you'll be sitting there, and if you just keep shooting, you'll always have very little ammo, so you're getting that plus 60% all the time. But you're jumping in your iron bear, and, you know, you're getting infinite ammo again for a little while. Like, you're getting tons of ammo with this build. Just tons. This infinite ammo skill is probably extremely OP with the automatic fire on the Sandhawk. You just never run out of ammo. You can always take things down. You can always get more ammo back. We'll go over here. You know, sometimes I take a little bit out of this red tree here. I invest into this skill because I like that. But, you know, you don't. This is unneeded. It's not good. It's just fun. Sometimes I'll throw stuff in there. Just give me a little bit of splash damage. But it's unneeded. You know, but we have so much damage that you can waste some there if you want. But if you want the real damage, this is where it's at right here. We're going to get this skill. It's giving us 15% of damage dealt. Current health removed 5%. We don't lose any health because of the update that happened a long time ago with this. And so we can just use Selfless Vengeance whenever we want. Armored Infantry. That's going to give us another 15% gun damage and 13% damage reduction for everything. We have 1 point here from our class mod, and then on top of that we put 1 point into it, so we're getting an extra 40% of max health added to shields reserves. That's pretty handy for us. Right here we're getting the drowning and brass, so we'll have this maxed out all the time, so that's another 60% gun damage whenever we're mobbing. And when we're not mobbing, you know, a lot of the time whenever enemies spawn or something like that, we'll get a couple stacks of this. It'll help us a ton. Like, you see that mobbing on this is just like, it's a joke walkthrough basically on Mayhem 10. Over here we got increased incinerary damage. That helps us out a shit ton. We have 3 extra perks into our desperate measures here, and that gives us another 100% gun damage that we get all of the time when we're using Moze. It's awesome. Crazy amounts, you know, like that right there. That skill is just, you know, it's 10 million times better than this skill. This doesn't even work with a Deathless Moze. It just kills us right away before this can even proc. So don't even think about getting this, because you get the 30% gun damage, but that only procs after it. So, you know, you never ever gonna get a chance to use it. You just die. So that hopefully that gets fixed one day and we can use it on Deathless Moze. If not, you know, no big worries, because we don't really need damage. Over here we got another Flak Doctorine, so this can go up like crazy. You know, you can have a ton of stacks of this, and you get 12% gun damage per stack, max shields 18 per stack. That's like, it goes up quite a bit. You'll be sitting there sometimes and you have over 100k shields easy, and you'll be like, what the freaking hell's happening here? It's awesome. Awesome. As for the side skills for jumping in your Iron Bear or whatever you want, you can really pick whatever you want. Like, I don't ever use them. You can use them if you want, but they're not really going to help you out in Mayhem 10. Yeah, nonetheless, give you one quick run over the gear one more time, just so you can see it. Merv Heck Shadow, a Snowdrift Deathless here. This thing kicks ass. We got another 50% magazine size. I know you don't need that, but it's awesome. Super handy. Last Dash Bloodletter, super handy. Transformer, super handy. Merv Heck, super handy. And then you guys saw the weapons already before. And yeah, you guys, Mayhem modifier. And yeah, here we go. We'll show you this build. Get to see how crazy overpowered this is. Like, it's absolutely insane, you know, like, you just wipe things off the face with it. So, you know, you can see there, like, taking out jabbers, no problem. We'll go over here. Oh, they all spawned on the other side. Oh, stupid. Pull out, yeah, this right here. We'll go on burst fire, no, semi-auto. You can see there, like, one hit. Yeah, just taking stuff out, you know. And then we'll get our lifesteal here. So you see, oh my god, look at that lifesteal. Like, our shield just comes up out of nowhere. So we'll let our health go down for another second here so you can see what I'm talking about there. Our shield is up at 70k right now. It's constantly going up just from moving and stuff like that. You know, and then you move a little bit, you sprint, shoot, and then boom, full shield. One shot, you know, like, As long as you're sprinting and you're shooting, you're getting your shield back. It's as simple as that. You're sprinting, you shoot an enemy. Like, you gotta hit the enemy, of course, but, like, the amount of damage that you're doing is unreal. So, in turn, the amount of health that you get back is unreal. You stop moving, you might die, but if you run at something, you know, you'll kill stuff. Also, you know, if you ever hate these shield enemies, like I do, get the galactic heads, and you can shoot through their shields half the time. And it still hits their head. So, you know, I absolutely hate those little midgets when I'm running through this thing. So, you know, I always try to get a galactic head so I can kill them easy with a Nighthawk. But you can see how this is, like, basically a joke on Mayhem 10 right now. Like, I'm not trying, I'm not going around or dodging or running or jumping or anything. I'm standing still a lot, barely taking advantage of half of the skills and stuff that I have, you know, like I can walk up to things, kill them in a second, turn around, kill the things behind me, like freeze anything I want. I can take out my radiation one. It's even more OP as soon as you go like automatic or anything like that. You'd be killing things in a flash of a second. You're never ever gonna need to like worry about ammo, because even if you run out of ammo, you can just jump in your Iron Bear and boom, we got infinite ammo. Mentioning infinite ammo, you can also take out your OPQ, turn on the OPQ system, jump into your Iron Bear, and oh, you get unlimited ammo when you pop out. This is one of the main reasons I grabbed that, considering you don't really need it. But yeah, look at that there. On top of the fact that, you know, you ever run out of ammo for your Sandhawk, you can use it whenever you want. Yeah, and you just see, we'll just melt things here. Like, blinking, you know, annihilates. Like, any weapon that we want, it's gonna take stuff out, no problem. Like, I've used this on the Malawan takedown already, a couple other things. It absolutely stomps things. The only thing I did have is there's one Malawan takedown. I was fighting Wotan, and I don't know what was going on with him, but his, like, little missiles and stuff that he was shooting me with were, like, one-shotting me. But I wrecked, like, everything up until that point. My buddy was there laughing his ass off at me. I couldn't hold it in because, you know, my build came out of nowhere and just got shreked by Motan's missiles. Full health, had like 100k shields from all my skills stacking up. And, yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. And you can see some of the damage that we're doing here, like how stupid it is. You can see some of these things that propping off 1 millions all the time, you know? Like, you know, getting a hit there, 1 million on the shield, easy, you know? Frickin', any good drops there? Nope, nothing. And then we'll go over here, you know, like, I can walk through this, literally. Yeah, you're gaining shields back, you're gaining health back all the time. There's nothing at all that you ever have to worry about. You know, it does not feel like I'm playing Mayhem 10 anymore. Like, you know, I started Mayhem 10 and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is gonna be nuts. And then I got here and, Security Joe, sweet, special spawn. Yeah, you know, it just melts things, you know, like this isn't even corrosive. We got the 300% extra weapon damage against them, so, you know, you see us running here, just instantly gains back our health as soon as we sprint for just a second. You know, walk around, taking out badass, vicious mini jabbers, like, you know, they are literally just dust in the wind. Move super fast with this build. On top of that too, we got our Snowdrift Deathless. I highly recommend farming one of these. I got mine. You can get them probably next week if you're playing when you're farming. I think there's another thing coming out for the area where Katagawa spawns. You can farm yourself a Nighthawk and a Snowdrift Deathless at the same time, because they both spawn there. So, you know, have fun with that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this build. I'll show you a little bit more on gameplay here, just so you guys can see me take down this next little boss that spawns up in the upper room, and just what goes on, you know. And it doesn't matter what damages they become immune to. Like, if you have damage left, you can pretty much kill anything. Galaxy heads, awesome with the crits, man. Like, if you guys are ever looking for a good combination, that combination I showed you up there, pretty good. People hate the corrosive one sometimes, but it doesn't matter with this build, as you just melt anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, you can, you take this build, you can do whatever you want, you know. Like, I can't find a way to make this build do more damage. I've done probably 30 or 40 plus times resetting my skill tree, trying out different things, running into the takedown and stuff like that, and trying it on all the other enemies to see what does the most, and like, this is dealing the most damage by such a ridiculous amount that, like, there's a couple options that you could change up, but I highly see this just being the main Moze build from now on. Like, it's so overpowered, so fun. You know, it makes other Vault Hunters feel like a joke when you're playing them in comparison. And I don't mean that, like, offensively. Like, I love my other Vault Hunters. I have a max level flak, that I'm working on right now. I got a max level Mara that I'm working on. That they're both a little bit behind, but I'm working on them. And then I also have a Zane that I love and play all the time. But Moze is my main. Love it. It's by far my most OP one that I have right now. I have a friend that plays flak, and he's doing great on his flak, and so does crazy amounts of damage, but this is unreal, you know? Like, you just look at it melting enemies like this, and this isn't even like the Sandhawk, you know? You pull out a Sandhawk for a second, look at this goon. This doesn't even have an anointment that's active right now, you know? There's no anointment. You can get 150 bonus radiation damage on that. Like, that's insane. You know, you go up, you see the boss over here, you just hop in your Iron Bear for a second, and then suddenly, oh, Francisco, yeah, I'm gonna have unlimited ammo in my gun for 5 seconds. You're gonna run away? It's not gonna work. Doesn't even matter what you're wearing, it's just gonna melt you. If I can aim properly. So yeah, you can see, like, there's no struggles, you know, like, it's probably the most survivable build that I've played right now. It kicks the shit out of survivability for my buddies' build and stuff. Unless, you know, your shield's getting wiped out of the face of the earth by Wotan for no reason and you don't know why, then that might happen. But other than that, you know, this build is gonna stomp everything. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave it in the comments. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. If you guys do like this, I'll totally put out some more and stuff like that with Moze in the future. I play her all the time. I got a couple other builds that I've thought of that are, you know, pretty powerful and probably pretty good for Moze, but this Deathless here, by far the best, by far the funnest. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stuff like that, and maybe see you another time. Thank you.